What is up, everybody out there?
What's up, everybody? This is Aristotle Full Throttle, and you're tuning into a commentary track of the movie The Fifth Element. And my special guest today is Chris Gignoux. Is that how you say it?
That is absolutely not how you say it.
How do you pronounce
Aristotle.
I don't speak French. Italian.
Yeah.
Aristotle. It's got to be Italian.
No, it's Chris Gignoux, and Aristotle and I have been friends for a long time, used to be bandmates, and share a love for both good and bad movies. And so here we are.
And here we are. We're trying. Are we trying to decide whether or not this movie is good or bad?
No, we've already decided that this is a good movie.
See, this is going to be great because we are complete polar opposites.
Right.
The movie
There's
is
polar opposites. One of us is right, which is me.
Right. And one of us is more right, which is me. No.
One of us is rightist.
Yeah, there's right, righter, rightist, and rightist. And I think that's me.
Rightulist.
And I will tell you which side I am on. I am not a fan of The Fifth Element. And every time I mention that to people, they say, how can you not like The Fifth Element? And I'll tell you, right now, we're going to launch into the movie, and I will explain every single reason why I don't like that movie.
Keep in mind now, it's been like years and years since Aristotle saw this movie, so yeah. You never know. His opinion may change.
Exactly. I will acquiesce if solid points are made in opposition. And I have not seen this movie since it came out in the theater, so I remember it in a poor light, in a negative light, and if my mind is changed today, I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to see that possibility come to fruition.
Right.
But I doubt it will happen because I'm not a fan of Luc Besson movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Luc Besson's made The Professional.
Yes.
Professional's a good movie.
Michael Bay made The Rock.
That's true.
That's all I gotta say.
Touche.
And
Anyway.
so, I know. Well,
if nothing else, tonight we are looking at a ambitious movie. You gotta say it's ambitious.
I will say it's colorful.
It is colorful.
It's definitely colorful. It's got Gary Oldman. That's a plus.
Yeah.
It's got Zeus Tiny. What's his last name? Zeus. He plays the president of the galaxy. I'm sure those of you who are tuning in have seen the movie already. So the fun of this is that you get to watch it along with us,
right, in
real time as this happens. And don't hate me because I hate The Fifth Element.
That's what's going to make it so good.
I know. So here we go, guys. We're going to start The Fifth Element, and I'm ready to receive it as a good movie, if it in fact is good. But obviously, it's all everyone's opinions, and everybody's got one, and we're all allowed to have one. So this is all in good fun and in good spirits. So here is the production company logo for Columbia Pictures. It's starting up, so you can start along with us, those of you at home. And there's that lady in the toga. She's in the toga, and she's in the clouds, and there's a sparkly light at the top, and it's fading out right now.
All right.
And fading in.
I'm just going to put my headphones up quickly to the microphone and see if we can get some
audio match.
Yep.
There. We don't want to do too much because YouTube definitely has an audio match bot that will immediately hit your account with a flag.
Okay.
but that's good because it's a very amorphous sound. Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is one of my favorite actors ever. I think he's one of the greatest alive. Ian Holm is fantastic. He's an alien. I love him in Alien, but in this movie he's terrible from what I remember.
Oh, this is going to be good.
But I don't blame him. I blame Luc Besson for being a terrible director. And
yep,
Luke Perry.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already know Luke Perry's in this movie for like 2 seconds, so don't judge the movie based on Luke Perry being in it.
I question the directing decision on that.
No, I mean, I understand if you would judge it.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you don't have to.
Move the cursor off of the pause button. Jean-Paul Gaultier. He is a designer, a very famous fashion designer. And I have to say the costuming in this was memorable. I don't know if it was the greatest I've ever seen.
It's on point.
It's not as good as Zardoz.
We'll bring it up. Yeah. Shout outs to Zardoz.
What up? This is a nice shot. You've got the Earth.
Yeah.
The Earth.
The Earth.
Screenplay by Luc Besson, Robert Mark Kamen.
Yeah.
Patrice Ledoux. Now, we enter the ship, as we've seen in Star Wars, setting the precedent for that. And 2001, really.
True.
It's a very borrowed from classic sci-fi shot. I'm not going to bash the whole movie.
Look at that meteor.
Yeah, we've got Egypt. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah. Kids yelling.
Kid panning across the kids' faces.
Right.
Moving the camera.
Right.
So
now
far,
in the temple.
Temple of Doom.
Not the Temple of Doom. Also a surprisingly trash movie, though.
It is pretty bad, huh?
It's bad.
I got some love for the Temple of Doom, though.
We all do from childhood.
Yeah. That's Aziz.
Light.
Luke Perry. Random Luke Perry.
Yep. We start again.
Okay. It looks like
when
a toilet.
Jupiter is in the
it's a
second
snake.
house.
These are it's the dawning of Aquarius, I think.
Yep.
Oh, that's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a scientist on an expedition, and I'm just going to draw pictures.
You got to be happy with your job, you know.
Yeah. Like
The old guy's happy with the job. You know.
Everybody's
Luke Perry's
bored.
just waiting to go back to his house, you know, that he owns because he's so troubled. Oh, you're bringing water.
That guy's got a good face for acting, for a
That's
character
true.
actor.
Yeah, these different peoples.
So now we're
Village peoples.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep. No air, though.
No air.
Yeah. Well, I guess, you know.
There is a band called Air, of course.
I would say, you know, it's 1918 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
there is
air hasn't existed yet, but neither has Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, there has not been the disco era
That's
yet.
true. There definitely has been September, though.
There's been the dawning of Aquarius.
Yeah. The greatest finding.
Why do they always have to find stuff in like the Egyptians were the smartest people and they've already figured it out and now have to go backwards?
Because of aliens.
Oh yeah. True.
Right. A weapon from aliens. It's definitely aliens.
Look how immaculate those hieroglyphs are.
Yeah. Well, because the guy's been going there meticulously with the brush, right?
He's just been barely brushing it. It's very light in there too. There's so much light pouring in. Very white studio light. All right, I'm just nitpicking.
Yes. Luke Perry back to get some proper wine.
Yeah. Why is Luke Perry so ungrateful?
Prehistoric.
This is pre-hysterical.
Dude's got a bit of a metal beard going on.
He sure does.
Like, you know, like this was Kerry King's great-grandfather or something like that.
I really wish there was like a sequel, or like that this segues into Slayer.
Raining Blood, the sequel,
Yeah.
the sequel to The Fifth Element.
Yeah. That ship looks like...
It looks like the Rick and Morty heads.
Show me what you got.
I want to see what Luke Perry you got.
Oh, jeez. Look at this. They're so Pristine.
Yeah. Look at that brush he's got. Man, the guy's been brushing.
One thing that bugs me a lot is when science fiction tries to be smart and it's dumb.
I don't think this movie tries to be smart, man.
Well,
see the Aziz light thing, and then the lights come on from the spaceship.
Touché.
And are replaced with another set of lights.
But he is like reading hieroglyphs on a wall like it's supposed to be something like a scientist, and it's obviously dumbed down. Like it would just never look like that. Oh, here come the wobbly head things.
Yep. Scarab beetles.
They have flashlight dicks.
So do you think then they compare brightness levels?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
he's got the brightest dick I've ever seen.
With the also a southpaw. Who knew? Unorthodox.
Oh.
Why does that kid have a bloody nose?
That's a good question. It's dry in the desert, dude.
Yeah, but you know, that's distracting.
It is. Oh, look how funny. That was irony because something was happening that he was unaware of that we were.
Oh yeah. I didn't realize this was stop motion. This is a little rough.
It looks pretty bad. It looks like an insect head.
It is.
Oh, like a scarab?
I think that's what they were trying to go for.
Oh my god.
This is where the Meshuggah song starts.
Look at this. They got like little duck heads.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a large head to be able to play an 8-string guitar and do polyrhythms like Meshuggah. All right, they're entering the chamber. Yeah, this is amazing.
You know,
that's really putting it lightly, dude.
He reminds me of Colonel Sanders.
Right. Robert Duvall. Oh, the cross-eyed feint.
There you go. There you go. Luc Besson. He should just pop his head and go, Luc Besson style. Every time someone mugs at the camera.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed feints. You see that in cartoons.
Yeah. Well, you see it in The Fifth Element, man.
This movie's dopey. It's so dopey.
But look, it's, it's pretty. We got our first shot of The Fifth Element.
Thank you, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Time to go in. I got my stones. My stones.
Yeah,
what is that accent? The Gary Oldman accent later on.
I can't wait to figure it out. Look, notice these things are, I guess, like 1,000 years old, a couple thousand years old, and they're covered in just cobwebs. There's just a couple.
I thought it was once every 100 years, man.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
I don't know. Once every other year. Once every plot device years.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good point.
Yeah.
This is not unlike X-Men Apocalypse.
Well, maybe they were inspired by a visionary movie. Oh.
Duck face. Yep. Okay. 300 years.
They set it up.
This is like what?
The Meshuggah aliens set it up.
Yeah.
And now Luke Perry is just going to screw everything up. Because without Brandon to help him out,
Yeah.
Don't move.
Dylan, what are you doing with that gun? Look.
I have a gun and my hand is shaking. I really have no idea where it's going to go.
He killed the professor. Oh my god. This must have been one day of filming for him. Because they didn't have any time to do second takes, huh? I told you, I'm going to be
There's a lot of acting going on here. Hey, there you go.
Slapstick. It's as if this movie was inspired by a dude who was inspired by Jerry Lewis.
Wow.
It's very... I know Jerry Lewis is famous and renowned in France.
Yep.
He is a genius, though.
It's like, hurry, you still have time. No, we have these crappy suits that make it very hard for us.
Yeah. We are superior intelligence, but we just give us me.
We just live on a very slow planet.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll be there. I'll be there in a minute. I'm lumbering down the hallway.
Yeah, hold that up. Yep.
Oh boy. So that is kind of like a big beetle alien ship, huh?
Yeah. Giant
Sort of.
Rick and Morty show us what you got head.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
I see these immaculate,
that's what they all are
beautiful
now.
hieroglyphs that are completely unweathered.
Right. So look at that. Some like quality graphics of circles and lines in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Periscopes.
It's still interesting in the 90s that they still don't have like what we would call modern technology, you know? Except like Minority Report. That did a good job with that.
Minority Report. That's not
Space, the final frontier.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Starship Fifth Element.
Look at that. So why would these people working inside need like scuba helmets?
Because Jean-Paul Gaultier thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, no, it's it's a look. Hey, there goes Mr. Evil.
Evil. Good idea, Mr. Overlit dude.
Hey, listen, he's got to do something to deserve that needle sticking up from the side of his head.
Okay.
There we go.
President Camacho.
Ian Holm. Hector Mountain Dew, Tiny.
Oh my God, he's Ian Devo?
Of course.
He's in the... Oh my God. So there's going to be a lot of hats in this movie because I imagine Jean-Paul Gaultier was like, they should all have hats because I am the designer.
Yeah.
And I say so.
Well, that's why like the pilots or whatever have these helmets, right? Like that dude in the bottom left. Out of focus, but with a giant helmet. And like...
It's very much an X-Wing pilot helmet.
75 pipes connected to that helmet. Like they're in Brazil or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Talk. What's he going to say? Oh, I have the theory because I'm Ian Holm.
Why does he have a bloodshot eye? What's up with the errant blood in these people?
Maybe this is just a really sharp copy, and this is like they weren't accounting for people being able to see it. Yeah, he does have like pink eye, huh?
Yeah. Or just like a burst blood vessel or something.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It might have been when he was shaking his head around like an idiot later on in this movie. That might have been the same day of filming.
See, that glowing orb is getting stronger. You're going to hear it roar.
Is it just... that's the alien weapon?
Oh. That is the alien weapon.
That's up in the sky?
Yep.
That's exactly what we're going to do. You got knocked the fuck out.
I don't know about the orange tips on the antennas. Also, I don't know about the antennas when you're just talking to someone in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Random space doctors wearing their space rubber outfits.
Why do filmmakers think that if you just put like a lab coat on somebody that, you know...
Right. Or,
they, like, what they're saying is smart when it's dumb.
What are those dudes in the background? The guys spinning around... I mean, presumably it's like the old B-52 guys or something like that. But they're just spinning around.
Wow.
Well, it is getting stronger. You're going to hear
wringing
it roar.
his hands. He's wringing his hands in anticipation.
Yeah.
That's, I think
Do it harder, faster, better makes us...
Stronger. Faster, stronger. I don't know this. I'm not.
That is an aggressive goatee.
That guy, that actor is been around forever.
See, look, they're just like spinning around.
Why would they even need to spin around? You're right.
Yeah, you're aiming at one thing, my dudes.
It's just the director saying, and you are going to be spinning around in chairs looking through periscopes, because that's what you do.
Oh, yes. And you are going to be uplift.
Oh, why is he bleeding from the head? Is that blood or is that black ooze?
It's green black ooze. Oh, the skull explosion. Gotta love that scene. There's only one like it.
Well,
except for the skull steering wheel explosion in Fury Road. But.
And it does remind me of Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's true.
A little bit. But yeah, the Mad Max.
Yeah. Well, now we're with Bruce Willis.
It's 2 a.m.
He gets some things.
Oh, the 90s music kicks in.
He gets all the 90s music.
Is this Janet Jackson? Because it sounds like a Janet Jackson joint.
Yeah. Could just be Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis, you mean? Because it's a French movie.
Jimmy Jam and Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, Timmy Jam and Jerry Lewis.
That's a very different group.
It is. Timmy's only about 3 feet tall.
We all live in a nice lady.
Lady!
Nope.
Hi, sweetie. I'm Bruce Willis, and I'm going to smirk my way through this movie.
Yeah, of course.
Bruce Willis is great. I love me some Bruce Willis.
If he's not going to be haggard in this movie, then who is?
Yeah. He's looking at the picture of him when he had that handlebar mustache.
He wasn't looking over his old albums.
He's got his cigarette in backwards. Come on. Oh, no, wait. That's just a big filter. You're right. I thought...
See, it's like a, satirical... Yeah. It's that much more healthy because there's that much more filter.
Yeah. I think that's funny. I do.
There you go.
He drives a cab now. Bruce Willis, the cab driver.
Now you got less than 50.
That beat is so 19. It's not even. It's like before this era. So they were trying to make, I guess, a futuristic sound. Oh my god, this is where the movie immediately nosedives, and it's like all engines fail. We're in engine failure.
You gotta appreciate Chris Tucker.
Yeah, but the engines stall, and we're nosediving right now.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Mathieu Kassovitz who directed La Haine.
Oh,
which is a nice French movie. Definitely worth watching.
This is a little too muggy, though.
Yeah.
A little too overacty.
Oh, you gotta push that little yellow.
Oh.
Why would the site have a person off center?
Because you're supposed to fire right next to the person.
Oh.
Give me the cash.
Yeah.
Good lord. Is that his apartment? Is it like just 5 feet wide?
Yep.
Is that the... Have you ever seen that recently? They have those micro homes that are like arm's width. Essentially, for me, anyway.
Right.
6.5
well,
foot.
I understand.
Yeah.
We are both monsters.
we are still within the realm of normalcy. Height-wise. Yeah. Height-wise, and that's about
Level
it.
10. See, it's still like all push buttons and stuff like that.
Like, why did the future think we would just have dedicated buttons?
Right.
Even Star Trek is like that, which is kind of a... Well, Star Trek actually did have displays that had
they had like the touchpad kind of things. Oh, here we go. All right. Cabs outside are going to get some quality special effects coming up then.
Oh, I can't wait. It already looks like Star Wars Episode 2.
Yeah.
Look at the dude from Devo in the background. Creeping on up on the situation. Oh boy.
Yep.
The big space turd.
It's a giant Rick and Morty head.
Depends on the angle.
Dude, what if it actually was the Ultimate Warrior?
That would make this movie way more interesting and more fun.
That'd be so much better.
Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior.
Like, our group has dedicated our lives to protecting those arm tassels that the Ultimate Warrior had for millennia.
My favorite was when he would just like grab the turnbuckle in the corner and stomp on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
That was a rile up the crowd.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh boy, that costume looks so cumbersome.
Yep. But it's kind of like you could see like the guy moved side to side and like the sort of arms were not moving naturally.
Mm-hmm. He has become cumbersome.
That's true. To this world. Oh yeah. It's like the Dobby from Harry Potter aliens.
This reminds me a little bit of The Last Starfighter. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I saw The Last Starfighter in the theater on the big screen, and those effects do not hold up.
No, they do not.
The story is still good, though. It is.
Yeah.
It's charming, and it's fun.
Yeah. See, that I think would be a kid's movie that would hold up better than most.
I was surprised, actually. I mean...
Oh, Mondachiwan. Bad times.
Sucks for you, bro.
Yep.
Those guys are ugly.
Are all the aliens in Meshuggah, or is it just the scarab beetle aliens?
Here we
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Plastic head, black hair.
Yep.
One of the things I love about Gary Oldman is that every single movie he's ever in, he has a slightly different accent. Even if he's playing a dude from England, his accent will be from a different part of England. And that is pretty darn cool.
You know, he's got to keep things entertaining for him.
Yeah.
I get that.
He's having fun. He's creating. He's creating. He's acting.
Ian Holm, on the other hand, in this movie, does not seem like he's having fun.
No, this is like he's like, I need to work.
Yeah,
I ain't Bilbo yet.
Second in command guy on the airship. Yeah, that guy with the earpiece.
Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
Terminator 2. That's
right.
all I got to say right now. Bruce Willis. Shut up, Bruce Willis. He's not even in the scene.
Right.
Come on. This is Terminator 2 right now. And
yeah,
it's also
look at those headpieces and all the Gautier stuff.
It's also Alien Resurrection right now.
Look. Oh. Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Look at that black light.
I know. They were like, there are black lights in the future just showing you every imperfection on people's skin.
Right, exactly. That's like one of those giant old bank air shafts.
Oh, yeah. It really is.
Yeah. You kind of put the weird mechanical cricket turd thing in there. Why do you need to shave your head like that?
So your headset will fit.
Yeah.
Dude on the right passed away not too long after this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he ended it on a high note.
He did. I think Blade Runner was his first movie.
First movie.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that, and I'd like to think it. But he, in that movie, I forgot what I was going to say, but it was going to be important. I'm sure.
Right. This really should get whisked away to another part of the bank. Orange goo.
Oh, they're going to rebuild. They can rebuild her.
Right. They have the technology. Which they literally do. This actually doesn't seem like... Well, okay. That's a little rough. That kind of looks like a bad screensaver. But
really
the other
does.
shot was pretty good.
Yeah. This was when they were doing those body imaging things,
Yep.
like shaving people. Like, well, not shaving people, but like shaving a layer off
Right.
all the way down, taking images from above. And pretty interesting way to image the body. And they were just capitalizing on that imagery, which is fine.
Right. Yeah.
Totally
We got
fine.
Elliot Koch over there. Shouts to all the, surgeon generals in the world.
That means growing skin.
Yeah.
I like how
They just have like a little blacklight party in there for a second, and then magically they're skinned somehow instead of some hideous muscle monster.
This is clearly a director who doesn't care for science at all, because it's just he dumbs down the okay, well, that's all right. You got Mila Jovovich naked.
There we go. Yeah. Perfect. That hair is perfect.
Why is she wearing that dumb glove?
Because I think she was in a spacesuit. That is not going to work.
Oh, that's the Jean-Paul Gaultier design costume.
Right.
How many Resident Evil movies is she in right now? She's in like 27 of those movies.
I think there's about 451 of them.
Yeah. And I think the 452nd is coming out soon. All right. Already annoyed by the acting.
Is it the acting or is it the sappy music going along with the acting?
That's just amplifying my annoyance with the scene. Oh, come on. I'm annoyed with... Like, what jumps out at me is just the weird, bizarre editing of it. And it just jumps out at me, and it's...
It's not that bad in here.
There was a weird, like, jumble of cuts that just jumped out at me. So this was really just an excuse to get her in that get-up.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, God. I'm getting, like... It's I can't.
She's just a really big fan of Sigur Rós.
Oh, boy.
And this is where Ari's interest in the movie...
It's plummets. We're still in engine failure.
Unbreakable.
Oh my God. I do like the concept of her just being completely tabula rasa. I don't know, but she has... Why would she be speaking already? But she learns everything.
It's like the divine language.
Oh, I see. Why is she growling like a tiger? Did you see the face he made?
Yep.
That they kept in the movie. But they not only kept, but they were like, no, make more of a face so we can zoom in on it.
Yeah.
And put that in the movie.
It's nothing like when there's an issue, you bring in more doctors, or why would they all be wearing those goofy rubber outfits?
How is she like the Terminator, scanning the crowd like that?
Because she's the perfect being.
But why would it make that like robot sound? She can jump through tinfoil.
Perfect.
I mean, gold foil.
Yep.
See, it's just cuts like that where like the guy's stupid deadpan is... what can I say? It that kind of thing annoys me.
Off to the next air shaft. I bust a left and I'm heading for the next air shaft. That air shaft was dead, yo. Oh.
I feel like a lot of people have fond memories of this movie, just like Temple of Doom. I don't know, because like I feel like whenever someone's like, "You don't like that movie?" and I'm like, "Yeah," they're like, "Well, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember liking it."
Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely Temple of Doom for all you out there.
Right.
So listen, this is no worse than like the Star Wars prequels.
No, yeah, this is exactly the scene in Episode 2. I mean, George Lucas must have watched The Fifth Element with his son while naming Jar Jar.
Well, I didn't even realize how much this was like The Fugitive. Abba dabba dabba. I don't care.
I feel like it's funny when you get a retrospect, when you look at all of these things when they're all sort of in the same decade, like The Fugitive and this and the Terminator 2.
Right.
You're just like, oh, they really were more similar than I remember them being.
Oh, yeah.
Why do we always have like, how can we always make distinctions during the time, but then when we look back, everything sounds the same.
You're informed by what's recent and select category person dwelling vehicle. No file. Why were there glow sticks just bouncing around in that car?
Because it's like a rave.
Yeah.
That's a very famous shot. That leap. I remember it from the trailer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not from Alien 3?
From all the... Well, the Alien that Luc Besson did was Resurrection.
Right.
Yeah, which was so bad. It's just so bad.
Yep. 1 point left on your license. They made a valiant attempt with getting Fincher,
Yeah.
And for Alien 3.
That was his first feature.
Yep.
And he was making a lot of really cool music videos and building up his production company, and then took that on as his first feature and was kind of knocked around by the studio the whole time.
Right. What up? You okay?
Menaloy. Oh
like,
my god.
Lady, I don't speak Sigaros.
This just reminds me of C-3PO describing what happened in the Star Wars trilogy in Return of the Jedi to the Ewoks.
Oh, right.
Tigalocarbonate. Tink.
That's a good one.
Jabba-doo hut.
Bada boom. Big bada boom.
Oh, boy.
Big. Bada big boom.
This goes on
that's
too
that
long.
song from the third album. Yeah.
This is still going on. This is still happening.
Yep.
We're still...
Oh.
La policía, la policía. Did Jean-Paul Gaultier also design Judge Dredd from the 90s?
It was some designer, right? It totally was. Maybe it was Gautier.
Here's a nice fact about Judge Dredd, the character in the comic books, the UK comic. He ages every year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so he's like 70 now.
Ah.
So he actually ages in real time, the character, which is pretty interesting. So it started in the 70s sometime, I think, and he's still going strong.
Versace for Judge Dredd. So
that was the 90s.
Keeping with the designer theme. That's at least something that you can outsource, right? Instead of just making a crappy movie from the start. It's like, oh, it's a crappy movie.
Yeah.
With inventive costumes.
Yeah, you question what was Luc Besson doing when everything in this movie so far that is somewhat appealing to me is the color and the costume design is hit or miss for me. Like those look dumb and bulky.
Right.
But Ian Holm, what he's wearing looks well fitted. Like, I think that's what it is.
The Devo hat?
The Devo. I think what it is because even the President Zeus, everything they're wearing is just nicely tailored clothing. You can tell it was a designer who did all that. He's like almost just advertising his design company.
Right. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
1 point has been removed. Oh, Daisy. Wow, Bruce Willis looked younger then and still looks haggard.
Yeah. Bruce Willis was born haggard.
Don't go chasing hot rods. Just stick to the golden meals.
McDonald's commercial in the movie right now.
Yep.
Coke also.
Which Sopranos member is that?
Oh my god.
Whoa.
The button on that was whoa. Whoa.
Dude, he really should have just like moved the glasses down slowly.
He should have said it like Joey Lawrence.
Whoa.
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 He could have said it like Neo in The Matrix.
Yeah, whoa. That's true.
That's a joke. I get it.
See, more like push buttons and... Oh.
The music is not good.
Yeah, it's, they're kind of going with that, Blade Runner-esque kind of vibe with the soundtrack.
Yeah.
More culture mixing stuff.
Another McDonald's ad.
Going through a McDonald's. Oh, they got served.
They got served. 1 billion served in your face.
In your face. Oh.
What are they up to? Like 100 billion served now? Something scary.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh. It's got to be wild dangerous for like the thousands of other cars that are nearby. All right.
Bruce Willis is really good at sort of looking around and like making work, like doing some business with his hands, usually.
See? Well, he's doing a fantastic job here then.
Yeah.
And look at that.
She's laughing.
Big bada boom.
Now, is he sort of protected by her divine influence in any way? Or is it just...
No.
He's just a dude.
He's just, the best pilot.
Oh, the best pilot in the galaxy.
Uh-oh.
She's got a tattoo on her wrist?
Yep. Because she's the perfect being.
Right. That was my next question. Why would the perfect being have a tattoo on her wrist?
Maybe that wrist tattoo is perfect.
We'll see. We'll see about that. She's acting really hard in the scene. Like, this is like she's acting with all her might.
She is. Oh, wow. Yeah. The pratfall pass out thing.
Yeah. This is shot well.
Yep.
It's shot very well.
Don Vito.
Bruce Willis, just good. Just a solid, good dude. Actor in movies. I don't know how he is in real life.
Oh.
The tattoo.
Yeah, look at those eyebrows. Like, whoa.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yep.
You like disco, Bruce Willis? Because you know what this means.
Or do you like subtle late 90s synth pop?
Oh, another pass out.
Hey, nice. 2 scenes in a row. Bruce Willis should just pass out now.
It's the third pass out in this movie, maybe fourth, I think. The first one, this guy crossing his eyes, passing out.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, and then we just had Mila Jovovich pass out, and now Ian Holmes got passed out.
I told you, dude, it's the divine language. Sigur Rossian.
Sounds like baby talk.
Right.
Sounds like a baby talk who listens to Sigur Rós. Sigur Rós babies. Was his direction to just stammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why that character is all neurotic, but...
Yeah. Devo. Oh my god.
Look at that stethoscope headphones.
It's the future.
Yep. Orange hair, orange vest.
Blonde roots.
Yeah. They're like made for each other. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Well, if she's the perfect being, why would she have blonde roots coming in? Is that just her hair color? Blonde roots, by the way, but also black roots under the blonde roots. Right. What happened there in the
boom? Oh, what? The tritone hair?
Yeah, like is that?
You bleach it.
Oh, it's dark at the ends now too.
Yeah.
No, I just mean like, was this deliberate or was it just the fact that it was a long shoot and it's growing back?
No, I guess we'll have to look for that.
Yeah. That happens a lot in movies. People's hair length changes a bunch. Or they just change from a wig to not wig.
Oh, like in Samurai Cop?
Yes, exactly like Samurai Cop. Also like the Fantastic movie that came out last year.
Oh.
You've got...
I saw clips of that back and forth.
Yeah.
Its wig is kind of rough.
It's just like full-on wig.
Yeah.
And then...
like, oh, look, these are the reshoots.
Yeah. The extensive reshoots that yielded this pile of garbage.
Yep.
A little nervous about the Rogue One reshoots. 5 weeks of reshoots on Rogue One.
Yeah, that's...
And the composer left and has been since replaced.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
By the Arcade Fire?
By the Arcade Fire. So musicians will not like the soundtrack. By Michael Giacchino, for those of you out there who like film composers. He's JJ's boy.
Oh, but okay.
Yeah, he did the Star Trek movies. Corbin Dallas. Is Dallas supposed to be like a very, very American type of name?
I don't think that they really go through it in the Fifth Element verse.
Yeah. Corbin's the next street over for me. Now, every time I turn right, I'm going to say, Corbin.
Can't spoil it for people.
Yeah, if you've never seen this movie before, I don't know why you're listening to this commentary track, but I commend you because this is...
That takes dedication.
It really does. Because now it's like,
look at those high-waisted mom jeans on Bruce Willis.
Yes, double zipper.
Is that like double zippers? So like you can just poop out the front.
Yes. The front pooping future front poopers.
Hey, maybe that would be convenient. You know.
Yeah.
You pee out of one hole, you poop out of another hole.
Jean-Paul Gaultier was like, "These are my new line of pants. They are the front poopers. You poop out the front." That sounded more French Canadian. Sorry, Celine Dion.
Oh, 5'9". Yep, perfect.
She's perfect.
The rather suspect haircut, but perfect.
Yeah.
Leeloo Dallas dash multipass.
And look, her hair is all orange again.
Oh. Oh man, we are gonna have to keep on top of this. The mystery.
Don't worry,
of the roots.
I will notice.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that is very different hair color.
It is, isn't it?
Completely different.
Well, she took a shower, so now her hair is all evened out.
Oh, right. So the dark hair at the tips then gets orange because it's been in the shower. Chicken.
Oh my god. Why would the perfect being need to eat meat?
Song off the fourth album?
Bruce Willis. Luke Perry, Michael Jackson, Fred Savage.
Right. Andy Dick.
Andy Dick. Andy Dick just shows up. I would love.
I
if
got
Andy Dick.
these.
I would love.
I
If Andy
took
Dick.
your stones.
Oh, whatever. Shut up. I hate you. I love you.
I can't do voices just for the future. Oh,
That Andy Dick though,
1
is
million.
spot on.
now for some reason, Ari is going to complain about the quality of Gary Oldman in this movie. But he is quality Gary Oldman.
First of all, I don't like that. My Long Island came out there a little bit, but I don't like that plastic helmet thing. I like the idea of it. I just don't like the look of it. It doesn't seem very ergonomically accurate.
Yeah. I don't know about the soul patch. The soul patch always distracted me in his character. Did he have more roots there than...
Yeah. Well, this must be like one of the first days. Look, her hair has got no blonde roots coming in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All
yeah,
of these
a
dudes
little,
passing out over a naked chick.
little nip slip there as she was changing.
It's French people. They don't care in France.
Right. It's just what you do.
Yeah. See, here comes the different accent.
Is that you?
He's good. He's Gary Oldman. He's
Right.
always good.
Yeah. There
Oh
you
my
go.
god! Did you see those computer, that CG right there?
What is... there's like bodybuilder looking dudes in the background there with these like purple helmets. What?
I don't know. This is the kind of thing that makes me not think that this movie's good. He's awesome. He's just really good, even though
Yeah.
that character is like... I mean, he's like Yosemite Sam or something.
Yep.
That's cool. So he's an arms dealer?
Yep.
Okay.
Look, you wouldn't want to flamethrow after throwing the net. My favorite. Kids love this.
Yeah, the kids love this one.
Yep.
This reminds me of a scene in Star Wars Episode 7. For better or for worse.
Yeah. We will find your razor, and you may trim your soul patch. Oh,
Magnificent.
oh. There's
Is it the next Pulp
It's a
Fiction?
box.
Was that Tricky? That's Tricky.
That is absolutely Tricky.
Why is Tricky just showing up randomly in this movie?
Oh, because Tricky's in this movie.
Tricky looks like he's about to kiss Gary Oldman. he's just got a sourpuss. He just ate a whole lemon. I don't know what's going on with his face. That's just his face.
No comment.
Why does she just keep rambling? It
Because
just
he's fluent in the divine language.
when she does that, it just feels so self-indulgent and annoying. It just sounds like
Nuts.
someone who likes to listen to themselves babble on like a little child. And that gets under my skin. Tricky is looking at the camera.
I don't know where to look.
Where do I look? I'm looking back and forth at the camera.
Zero crates.
He's good.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I like Gary Oldman. everything else so far. Not everything. There's a lot of things that are still quite perplexing and vexing.
Ah. Look at all those. Look at all those purple plastic hat heads.
Yeah.
Maybe if you take two of those hats from
Tricky
different
is still
people.
Still looking at the camera, by the way. Go ahead. If you were to take two different...
Oh, you can just,
Two.
clip them together. Got
Yeah.
yourself a food saver.
Tricky is acting across from Gary Oldman right now. I just want everyone to know, notice that.
That's a tough one. That's like the classic movie Tiptoes, which stars Gary Oldman and Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, and Gary Oldman
plays a little person and walks around on his knees in that movie. It is ridiculous.
Because out of all of the little people in this world, they couldn't find anyone, but so they had to use Gary Oldman. That's always like
that's like Little Face.
It's just like in Short Circuit when Fisher Stevens plays an Indian roboticist.
Oh right,
and they're like, how many billion Indian people?
Right,
and they couldn't find one to play a roboticist.
It's much better when they do it with when Fisher Stevens was in Hackers. Also, fantastic 90s movie. Fantastically ridiculous.
You're the guy who washed my laundry. You left the mustard stain still in it. My shirt.
Oh.
Tricky is not wearing a shirt, but he's wearing a jacket.
Oh, people at home, just wait for Ari's reaction to the scene. See, this is the thing. We'll set it up right now. Gary Oldman's a great actor. He's always great.
I'm hoping.
This sets up a paradox where Ari is going to be concerned that there's bad acting.
Sometimes bad acting is great.
Ka-ching.
It's just highly stylized bad acting, like William Shatner, for instance.
Right. Boring.
Oh, that was a cool shot.
Yeah, look at this. See? Little Star Wars robots.
Yeah. He's got like a crooked teeth prosthetic.
Yep. Overbite.
Yeah. This movie is so well lit. I'll give you that. Everything is...
This movie is lit.
It is lit, and it is well lit.
Yeah. There's usually so many spacey movies are kind of dark.
Mm-hmm.
On account of it being space.
Yeah. I mean, it is also bright, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's bright, well lit, colorful. Yep. It does distance itself from that classic space grungy...
Right.
Alien.
Dude.
All of them. This is the... I don't blame Gary Oldman. I'm going to...
Dude, this is the Gary Oldman choking scene.
I think from now on, if I even mention Gary Oldman in a show, I'm going to just show that clip.
Right.
Gary Oldman choking on...
Why does your desk need to have button-down shirts? I mean, I get a bunch of these things. Also, the life preserver is a little bit ridiculous. Oh, that Muppet's the best.
What's going on?
Yeah.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
I have no idea what... Like, why would he have that thing in his desk?
Oh, one little cherry. Ha-cha!
That's not what Heimlich taught us, by the way.
That's true. I know.
Oh, well. Gary Oldman...
That was like...
I think he was just directed to go, act
That's-
badly like you're choking.
Right.
And then that's what he did. So therefore, there's no paradox in my mind. Gary Oldman is still a great actor.
See, this is the thing. I don't think Luc Besson was like, just like do something silly.
Yeah. I did see an interview recently, however, of Luc Besson, and he seems like a nice enough guy and a very charming dude and a fun guy to sort of work with, I'm sure.
Yep.
So they probably had a lot of fun making this movie.
Why are there space cockroaches?
Well, they're the last thing that will survive, right? After
guess
nuclear
so.
winter or anything. Or the water bear.
But if you're in one of these ships... See?
Oh boy, he's got a radar dish on his back.
Right. And he's
And Tricky,
on the table.
And Tricky is in this movie a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, he's the second in command bad guy. But if you notice, like he kind of always looks like he's trying to focus on the on where the camera is.
He's very aware of the camera.
Yeah. It's kind of like that low squint of like, is the camera really over there?
We feel him feeling the camera.
Mm-hmm. Direction.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Your direction. Check out this tripod. I don't know how. I forgot how Tricky talks.
Yeah.
It was him and the Prodigy
Right.
and all that.
Yeah, it's part of Massive Attack. That was the Christian and Christian Sand song that we were referring to.
Oh, that's
that
right,
got us
yeah.
on the jag of that stuff. Devil in Helsinki. A fantastic song, by the way. Oh, fired. Is this shot's
Read
a
my
little bit...
facts.
Kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's the encoding here or something, but it looks a little like... He looks a little gray.
He does look a little gray. Let me ask you a question. Why is every science fiction like future space movie have to have X's and Z's and stuff in their names?
They stopped doing that.
Well, George Lucas was one of the guys who kind of distanced himself from that.
Wasn't that a lot of Star Trek?
It's probably a lot of Star Trek, but it just seems like classic sci-fi is just always Zorn, Zardoz, Xenon,
Yeah.
Zaxoin,
Throw in a couple of cues just to be sure.
Zixoxaxik.
Okay, this kind of looks a little 90s screensavery.
That was a little bit of
Oh.
You don't think that was culturally offensive that the Asian
Look at
man
that.
had a
Matchbox, by the way. Some dramatic foreshadowing there. Literary terms.
Matchbox 20, all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just you and the monolith, Mom. Improving your intellectual aptitude.
Helping
See?
you make
Big
leaps.
ape.
Yeah.
Touching the monolith. Oh, boy. Here's another one of Aries' favorite scenes.
Yeah, the freezing thing. I remember this clearly. It's really dopey.
Yeah. That's the job. Yeah. They're so sweet.
Don't bother.
It's going to be you and Ruby Rod.
Do you think that agents, if they were to visit you and they selected you for a special mission, they would just go, "We need you to help save the world." "Oh, you don't want to do it? Sorry, goodbye." Or would they like bring you into a room and then debrief you or brief you later?
Right.
See,
They'd probably be like, guess what? You have no options. Most highly.
And we need you to join Ben Affleck to save the world by drilling into an asteroid. We're not going to train astronauts to do it. We're going to get miners.
That is great, by the way, the film commentary for that, where Ben Affleck is just pointing out how silly that is. That is fantastic.
And I've heard stories.
Still with a Boston accent, Ben Affleck, too.
Yeah, he's from Southie. He's holding on to it. What?
Did you hear those sound effects? The
Gran Brumhilda.
yeah.
Corbin. Corbin. Oh, see, that's the mugging. That's the mugging.
The mugging?
All of this.
Yeah, it's like everyone's looking.
Mugging for the camera is
Maybe
what...
like the song uses really tiny cameras, and so all the actors have to squint to make sure they know where to look.
And Tricky tries to not look.
He does the whole time, just have that like squint of like, I don't know if the camera's over there.
Yeah. But when there's dumb, dopey shots where everybody's like leaning in, staring at the camera,
Yeah.
that just knocks me right out of the movie. Puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Zany. Whoop.
This is just... I think it's kind of tonally inconsistent. I'll say that for me.
That's part of the charm. Oh, yeah. So outside of Bruce Willis, does every single other character with a gun shake the gun?
Yeah, no, everybody's completely incompetent at holding a weapon.
Yes.
So
There
there's
we
only
go.
two types of people in this movie. Is
All
people
these Judge Dreds.
Judge Dreds, but there's people who are perfect at things, and then there's people who are completely incompetent.
Just awful at things.
There's really only... I'm going to test this. Let's test this theory as we go.
Yep. Fair enough.
This hypothesis is... Yeah.
Why the Mylar? It's like all the Mylar and Zardoz.
It really
why?
is.
Why so much Mylar?
Shiny things.
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds me of an episode of Seinfeld. Judge Dredd. I am the law.
By the way, that second Judge Dredd movie, kind of awesome. Have you seen it?
I've seen most of it, and what I saw, I really dug.
Yeah.
It's just... It's good sci-fi.
See, if they... wrong answer. See, if they redid this movie now, they could get one of the guy from D. Antford would be perfect for that role.
D. Antford?
D. Antford, the band.
D. and Ford.
D. Antword.
Oh, D. Antword. I still don't know the band.
All of y'all out there, some of you know the band. You'll see what I mean. Ninja from D. Antford. Look. This is just him his little Muppet.
His creepy little baby elephant.
Yeah. Baby elf-ant.
Yeah.
Oh. Where are all your Judge Dredd powers now?
They still speaking English?
Yep. Wasn't he singing in Meshuggah before?
He was. He was playing a 5-string bass.
Leeloo Dallas Auto Wash.
Oh boy. She's just like, I'm just so cutesy. I'm such a cutesy little Cupid doll.
Yeah. You know what is a terrible movie? Have you seen Ultraviolet?
No.
That is a movie. So in the final,
sort of. I think I did see it.
In the final climax scene where the bad guy points out the problem with the hero's plan, like, you didn't even need to do any of this, and it was like, oh wait, yeah, no, that's totally right.
Oh,
and yet there still is a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can't. Auto wash.
Ian Holm being all twitchy.
Why did he make coffee before then?
Oh, boy. Here they go with that color grading system where it's like really warm in this shot and the next shot is very cold.
Yeah. Did they do digital color grading here? This is...
Probably, yeah.
Here you go, Ari. This scene, though.
He's frozen solid. That's that's great stuff. He just murdered 3 people. Off I go on my journey.
Yep. Look, more Judge Dredd's.
Yeah. It took this long in the movie for Bruce Willis to actually start following his path. Like, fully. Commit to it.
That's true. Yep. Multipass.
Oh, boy. For some people, that might strike them as cute and fun. For me, it's just nails on a chalkboard.
It just sounds like she's trying to figure out Sigur Ros's set list.
She's just... they can't write it down.
No, but, she's suggesting things.
Yeah. They're just transcribing her lyrics.
Right. Now whip it.
Now whip it good. Do. I know. I'm singing Take On Me. Dun 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 dun. How does the bass line go for that?
Do. Which one?
For Whip It.
Do. Oh, yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Move him aside. Oh.
The stuttery, goofy, slapstick comedy. That's what we love. I'm Corbin.
Yeah. See, that could be Amber Rose and Ninja from DeAntford. Yeah. Yeah. She has a hyphenated last name. It's fine.
Yeah.
Leeloo Dallas Multipass. Her maiden name. See, you were lamenting earlier the fact that there aren't all that many sort of light-hearted scenes in science fiction movies.
Was I?
This movie has all of them. That's why. Like, yeah. This movie and Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest is good.
That is a good movie. And a little bit in Starship Troopers with the satirical stuff. But
yeah.
Also because Paul Verhoeven is a beast.
Paul Verhoeven is very good. He's very, very good, with the exception of... I mean, it's still watchable, but Showgirls... Yeah. It's watchable in the...
Yeah, no, that was
so
bad.
It's good.
Yeah, no, that was really bad.
It's really bad.
But you know what holds up is RoboCop.
Yeah.
That movie is fantastic.
Total Recall is a fantastic movie, but that might be one of that I'd have to see again.
Yeah.
RoboCop is fantastic.
It's getting sick.
This is a very Total Recall scene. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh. See, you could throw a laugh track in there.
You could. That is the thing I think that nails it on the head with Luc Besson movies. If you add a laugh track, it just completely... It just shows how goofy they are.
Is it Peachy Towers, whatever?
PT Faulty Towers?
With the one in Dread. Peachtree. Yep.
His roots are starting to show. Oh. That's actually a hairpiece. Oh my god. No.
Here we go.
Zutelot! Uh-oh.
He's hotter than hot.
Oh, boy.
With an actor who's now fundamentalist Christian.
Oh, my God. This scene exists.
Pop it, D-Man.
What is happening? This is so bad.
Sound effects. This is kind of awesome. It's so campy.
It's bad. It is like Luc
no, this
Besson's
is like,
idea
look,
of
he's
what
seducing. You just need to put like one of those giant,
I feel like this is Luc Besson's idea of like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. Nice. Just throwing the champagne glass.
Oh man.
It's
just the music and the weird like wanting to be the genie.
Ooh.
Wanting to be the genie in Aladdin moment right now.
Very much so, the genie in Aladdin.
And it's not happening. It's really... It's like...
You just need to put like a leather top hat on him and have him start negging this girl a little bit more. Get full-on pickup artist.
Right. He looks like Qbert.
He does.
He's a snork, dude.
He is a snork.
He's a straight-up snork right now.
Yeah. And he gets really excited. The thing like just goes up.
There they go with those cigarettes again. I think those cigarettes are actually a nice touch. This whole thing, I can't.
Zzz.
I think leopard print is never a nice touch.
I mean, that's an outfit.
It is, isn't it? Jean-Paul Gaultier, man. It does look, though, a lot of the stuff doesn't look like it's fitting well or working well. It's like a little...
They must be green.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So something happened to this movie.
Super green.
Once Chris Tucker showed up.
Right. The soundtrack got more awesome.
I don't know. It's just so... Oh my god. Acting. Oh my god.
Wouldn't that be great in life if in uncomfortable situations you could just drop out through the floor? Oh. Is that where the camera is? Is the camera on the other side of that glass window?
They're giving him an emergency eye exam?
I would say I wish these exist, but long flights for me are all about the sleeping pills.
Right. Yeah. Well, I like to just try to go to sleep as soon as I can. I stay up all night and then
Sure.
try to pass out.
Again, not that this has anything to do with the movie, but Ari and I both being fairly tall, airplane seats are...
Yeah, it is a garbage situation.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Flights longer than 8 hours or 6 hours even.
I was on this domestic flight in Chile last year, not a country known for tall people. Mm-hmm. And like I was full on man spreading because I had no other option, just anatomically.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Where you're just, your knees are...
I guess I could have done that thing from Ocean's 11 where I had my like feet sticking straight up in the seat, but I also can't do that.
Right.
All positions. Ooh.
I usually try to leave my legs at home when I...
Dude, we're missing some
classic Fifth Element garbage.
Some classic slapstickery.
Here come the garbage men. What are these? Oh, they're working at the airport, the launch site.
Yep. Oh, here you go, dude.
Everything in this movie just looks like they all got dressed up in perfect costumes and then went on a set and walked around a bunch.
Right.
Like, there's no lived-inness about this.
It's all those critters. See? Look at all that, man. You can't have those slime tribbles. Right.
Look at that. If it grows green, it's alien to us. That's gross. Those are like Minox.
Yep.
Ruby.
Yep, Ruby
He is
Rod.
sexually assaulting people in this movie? Is that what happens?
Well, not assaulting.
I guess she's inviting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with that.
It sounds consensual.
Right.
I'd rather it be consensual.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's consensual.
Also, I can't figure out where the camera is. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
See, laugh track, dude. You just got to imagine that there is a laugh track.
I'm trying. Trying to imagine.
See, this is like the science fiction version of Two Broke Girls.
I don't know about that.
Well, they both need a laugh track for the jokes to, really...
Yeah, that's true.
One of them more than another, because this one is actually funny at times.
But I feel like it tries to be funny more than it is funny.
Look, the eye twitch.
Look at those buttons are all...
Yeah.
They're not really...
Uh-oh.
What the heck is going on here? There's like...
I'll look for the camera next time, I swear.
Oh, they kill him. And then she has an orgasm.
Look at all of those explosions at the same time.
Everything explodes at the same time.
Yeah. Oh. Refactory.
Look, it's Cloud City.
Yep.
Or Coruscant. Or Star Wars things.
New York, technically.
Yeah. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Oh, now we're back at the Death Star.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Everything's just so... I think that was the word. Nothing looks lived in. It just looks like it's off the runway onto a movie set.
Well, it's the future, right? So these are all like, this is all ready to wear,
Pret-a-porter.
Yeah.
I don't speak French.
Oh. There's a lot of Meshuggah in this movie.
Oh. Do you mean there's a lot of Meshuggah?
Yeah. A lot of sort of Cookie Monster vocals.
Meshuggahs? I wonder how much Gary Oldman got paid to do this movie. Oh, here comes that slime.
Yep.
Are we about to lose the best thing about this movie? No, wait. I think there's more with him in now. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Do I have to send chocolate syrup down your head again?
Damn.
It is kind of fascinating because they go so hard on the design of this movie, like the dude spinning around or like chocolate syrup coming off of the dude's head.
Yeah. That is it's a deep
It's
effect.
like, oh, is this even organic?
It's all high fructose corn syrup, this garbage.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be too much for the glycemic index.
Oh, Future Cruise.
See, look at this. Future Cruise. What other science fiction movie has future cruises?
You gotta point there. Nobody else.
They're not up. Wally?
Oh, yeah, I guess. But it's a space cruise. It's not an actual ocean cruise.
True.
But the funny thing about that is, like, now we have to be trapped on a cruise for the rest of this movie.
Right.
No?
There's a guy that looked like Penn Jillette there.
I hope it was.
Or is that... No, wait. Is that Stephen Fry?
Is it?
No. But that would be amazing if it was. It really should be. You get him and Hugh Laurie.
Being like, we're best friends.
Right.
And we're British. What's going on with that hairpiece, Bruce Willie? Brew. That's my nickname for Bruce. What up, Brew?
These outfits really don't need XLR cables. That was a nerdy comment out there for the audio people, but those are just mic cables, like standard mic cables plugged into the guy's ears.
That is
Look at that. Those are some rich tones for a
coming out of
90s movie. It's beautiful.
It does look good. The palette,
Very saturated.
very primary. Well, at least in this scene.
Next to Ruby Rod. That's quite a look of like... Yeah. It's like, thank you. I always wanted to wear 35 coats for the opera.
It's a wireless old-fashioned phone.
Oh, look at that red antenna.
It's like a little lightsaber.
Right. Maybe it is. Dude, that rug. Look at that thing. Look at that rug. I want that rug.
I'll get you that rug for Christmas. Uh-oh, here comes that singy thing. This guy.
Yep. Yes.
I mean, come on, with the goofy acting. It's just all goofy and it's...
That's what makes it so good.
It makes it goofy to me. It's too goofy.
Look, she's got her goth entourage.
It makes it like bad Jerry Lewis to me. There's good Jerry Lewis, but then there's just like that bad goofy...
that dude's definitely doing a Jerry Lewis.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry, let me tell you something about your performance. I have a few notes for you.
Right. Ignore the goth outfit. Oh, after the concert. Little Aeon Flux dress over there.
Right. I guess Aeon Flux, that was Charlize Theron, though, right?
Was.
Yeah. And she was
Yes.
the Ultraviolet.
No, Ultraviolet was Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. Is that the Amazon Echo? Because that's what it looks like.
It does look like Amazon Echo.
He's got
wow,
two
they
of
were
them.
ahead of their time. See? The movie's future-proof.
But then, as soon as we see that, Chris Tucker shows up again.
Look, he's got his own soundtrack.
He's always constantly announcing things because it feels like Jean-Paul Gaultier and Luc Besson are just constantly at fashion shows and think everyone else is too.
You got to admit, for a science fiction movie, that the Chris Tucker character is so unique. Like,
He's very Michael, like, I don't know. He's not Michael Jackson. He's very Chris Tucker. But his voice sounds like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is a fop. Very foppish.
Oh.
This is just... I like that Bruce Willis is like, why are we doing this?
Oh, look at that. They pitched it down.
Yeah.
Thrill.
Delay. What's up, dude?
Oh. Dude, this character is fantastic. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my, he's irritating. He's like Jar Jar Binks to me right now.
But he's so much more reasonable. I don't know.
He's not as bad as Jar Jar,
Right.
but reminiscent. Tonally, like just showing up and being a goof, like tonally inconsistent goofball.
Just so all of y'all know out there in Full Throttle Land, me and another one of our ex-bandmates independently bought Jar Jar masks right after Phantom Menace came out for Halloween because we're idiots. I won't get into all the stories that happened with that Jar Jar mask for our other bandmate.
Jar Jar mask story. I've heard the Jar Jar mask story, and I still think it needs a climactic, so to speak, ending.
I think there was a climactic ending. I think that was part of the story.
Ollie's been working on it. I told him to get back to me with a new ending. Rewrite the ending.
Well, see, this is like the nice singing part. There's actually a really cool video from one of those Got Talent shows of a kid who can basically sing this entire song, even though it's not supposed to be, like physically possible for humans to sing like her.
Right. Yeah, it just sounds like opera.
Well, this part it's like the funky part.
The funky bunch.
Yep, future Grace Jones.
Interestingly enough, did you see Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
Absolutely not.
There's a scene in there, an opera house scene, that does harken back. It's actually a fantastic...
To this?
No, not to this, but to sort of a really well done parallel action montage that goes on in an opera house while they're playing music. And it's about a 5 to 10 minute scene.
Dude, that's just a like standard clean canteen or whatever that the guy's drinking out of. There's nothing futuristic about it. It's just one of those like typical metal canteens. Oh.
Well, that's the thing that I think when good future movies get right is that every time period, every era is really just a mixture of things. It's not all of the cars from that year when you go back to 1975. It's cars from 1968 and 1965.
Right.
And you just kind of mix them all in together. But
you wouldn't like Mila when she's angry. Why does that one guy have dreads? And sunglasses. Were those sunglasses?
I hope so.
It's about to get funky.
They're going to drop the beat.
Yeah. They got air and earth, wind, and fire. And
earth, wind, fire, and air.
Right.
Up in this piece.
Up in this piece. Oh. Getting more and more angry. Here we go. 90s drum beats.
Oh, okay. And all she can do is sway because all of these costumes are so overdone.
Right. Well, she's a singing alien. She's only good for singing.
Yeah. They just can't move in these costumes. They looked great on paper.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, a lot of blocking. Block. Looks like she trained for weeks.
Long strokes.
She did that one.
Oh, yeah.
She did the back fist to the face.
Like,
without looking. Oh my god. Is that the 90s or is that just silly?
It's probably both.
Yeah. That did not sound synthetic at all.
Yeah. They really should have just thrown in one of the Troll 2 trolls, goblins, for
He just wanders
up. Look at that.
He wanders onto the set.
Look at that. See, parallel action.
Yes.
Opera.
Yes, but
art.
Mission
It's
Impossible
art.
Rogue Nation
That is art.
Did it in a way that I have not seen since
the
long,
Fifth
long
Element?
time. Since the Fifth Element. Since the Fourth Element. The Fourth Element. Don't forget that extra F. That guy's the guy who broke his ear.
Well, it seems, if you're one of those aliens, it seems like you wouldn't want to wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
Why?
You've got a big brow ridge. The sun's not
it seems like
getting
it
in
would
your
hurt. Look at that. He's in his formal rubbers. Oh. Woo.
Catch. Wow.
Yep.
She knows parkour.
Hardcore parkour.
Indeed. They watched Die Hard as well. Bruce Willis even told him about it.
Yeah. It's like we want Die Hard and Alien in a movie.
Crawl through the vent. Everything has a vent.
Right.
I don't think I can crawl through the vents in my house.
No.
I think that's just a made-up duct system.
Yep.
For movies, so that you can get out of a room with no doors.
Oh no. Ruby's been separated from his entourage.
Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday.
This movie has an obscene amount of gunfire, by the way.
Yes, it has more gunfire than probably RoboCop, Total Recall. What's that scene in Hot Shots Part 2? When they're just shooting people and they're just stacked, the bodies are piling up.
Well, here we go. There's another feint.
Count the feints in a Luc Besson movie.
I don't think there are many in The Professional. So, the deaf guy, the like foppish guy, looks totally like the singer for Flock of Seagulls.
He does, doesn't he?
He does. Not hair-wise, but like about the face.
He got beat about the face with a flock of seagulls stick.
Yeah. And they got to come out to play, yay.
Mandalores.
Yeah.
Mandalorians?
Regulators.
Regulators! Assemble. What do they say?
Mount up.
Mount up, that's right. It's Avengers Assemble.
See, this is the great thing about not being into comic book movies, is I haven't seen any of the Avengers movies.
They're great.
I haven't seen any of them. None of the Iron Man movies.
Oh. Then you're missing
None of
out
the
on
Captain
a Shane
America movies.
You're missing out on a Shane Black movie. You're missing out on a really good spy thriller. You're missing out on a good action comedy adventure.
This is a pivotal scene. Look at all this.
Yeah, I'm not really moved by blue tears. I'm sorry, Mila.
I'm not really moved by the 17th movie involving Captain America, or really the fact that there's this Hulk character that you can't get rid of.
They did get rid. Well, you haven't been watching, so I'm not going to say. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll look on Wikipedia later just to make sure that I'm up to speed.
Have you ever seen that bit by Aziz Ansari about how he doesn't watch movies? He just reads. He reads the Wikipedia synopsis, except for the last paragraph, and then just fast forwards to the end on Netflix.
Wow. I mean, if you want to just like have an ability to talk about a movie, then sure. It's like the Total Recall of movies.
I would love to see someone be able to get everything out that they needed right before they died, but then just stick around for a while because
Yeah.
you know they're not dead
Be
yet.
like, oh,
Well, we gotta go, but I'm dying.
look at this.
You told us everything you need to know.
Look at that. Yep.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. Gross.
Yeah, it's a reverse alien. That still is amazing that scene in Alien, they never told the actors.
Yes.
It was like...
And they just started splashing them with cow's blood.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah. You can't really get away with that kind of stuff anymore, which is sad
Yeah.
for the filmmakers because you want to get a genuine reaction.
They did for Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. But, I mean, he knew about it. He consented to it. It wasn't like they just started ripping that stuff off him.
No, the first pass was like, they told him it was stage wax or whatever.
Oh. So they made him a man smiley face?
Yeah.
Manscaping?
So that first look was genuine, was a completely genuine reaction.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, it's nice that they picked up a piece of weaponry from American Gladiators.
They just tacked it on.
Right.
I love when
from
they reuse.
Assault. That is totally from Assault and American Gladiators.
Oh my god. I love when they reuse props.
See, you're talking shit about this stuff as we're enjoying some more booze, but this is a pretty amazing amount of destruction of sets. Like, dude, you got to get to the next station. If you get to the one with tennis balls, it's easier to shoot them.
I don't think there's one thing that was filmed outside yet.
Nope.
Yeah, not a single thing.
Yep.
Everything's just so studio lit, and he can read your lips if he's
You know,
hearing
it
impaired,
seems like with hand
sure.
signals that you could do it pretty
Yeah.
easily.
If you would just you make the international symbol for gun,
Right.
and then you wave at him toward you. Give me the gun. To me. Or you point your finger like a gun at him and then point it at yourself.
Yep. There we go. 2 billiard balls and a wink. Thanks, flock of seagulls.
Oh, boy.
Brr.
Wasn't even supposed to be here today. Flossed in paradise?
Yep.
Oh boy. Get down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
People enjoy this movie?
Look at it. How could you not enjoy it? It's fun. This is some impressive action.
Some studio action for sure.
Yeah, but they completely trashed the set. Like, this was back at a time when to do this kind of stuff, you would trash a set. That's pretty impressive.
It's a big set piece. Oh boy.
This, by the way, I think out of everything is Ari's favorite part of the movie is the Chris Tucker
The
screams.
screaming for the rest of the movie. It's just the dissonant multi-pitch scream that really just grates on me.
He's figured out how to make it work. There's a lot of acting that takes place in this movie. It's kind of like Star Trek 2, where you got Shatner and Montalban against each other. It's just the levels of acting.
This is
just
just
like so
like,
much acting.
Just like Star Trek 2, analogous. Because there's a sliding scale for everything.
Look at that. That's like a lot of stuff that's on fire and probably a miniature. But
hey. Space cruise.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of a sound glitch. It's okay. Whoa. Oh, this guy again with his Jerry Lewis acting.
Yeah, this is some real Jerry Lewis stuff.
This is real silly. All right, the Jerry Lewis actor. Jerry Lewis acting.
Yep.
Here comes Bruce Willis.
Anybody want to do?
That was very, very reckless of him.
Why?
He shot a guy in the forehead when he was holding a hostage.
Yeah. But he didn't really care about Ian Holm.
How do you not care about Ian Holm?
Like future Tony and Tony over there. What's wrong with you? Yep.
Come in.
Come here. Yep. Look at that. See? Look at all those warm tones.
The color grading is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, Luc
oranges
Besson.
and blues.
Luc
This
Besson
is like,
hired a good cinematographer.
10 years before we get all Transformers all the time orange and blue.
Yeah.
Those
Transformers movies,
Yeah.
I quit after the first one. And
during
the first one, I was like, I got dragged to a Michael Bay movie, and how did this happen? 5 minutes in, I was like, I got duped. Everybody stutters. You can't have him stuttering and him stuttering.
Listen, it's the future. Maybe people stutter more. It's a no.
Everybody's stuttering.
Right. Ha 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 ha. Laugh track time.
Yeah, everything's a laugh track.
Two broke girls laugh track. Was that Kevin Hart?
Really?
No.
Oh.
That would have been amazing if it was, though.
Kevin Hart. He's like a secret Easter egg in every movie.
That's true. He's a busy man.
Yeah, he's so busy. Kevin Hart's showing up in old movies now.
Aw. Poor Mila.
Yeah. Poor me. Oh, why did he just shoot them indiscriminately? That was mean.
I like how they all jumped at the exact same time, though. They're like, oh, you got us all exactly simultaneously.
Are those Slave One ships from Star Wars? Because they look like them.
Probably.
Boba Fett's ship.
Yeah, look at that. Like ships passing in the night. Dude, that's a pretty big set that they screwed up.
It's a big set.
That they broke up.
They had the money for it, I guess. It is fascinating.
It takes effort.
That there is nothing that they filmed outside in this. I guess they wanted to control every aspect.
Yeah, why would you need to film anything outside for a movie like this?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Why is everything just like driving everything else in movies?
Pressing all the buttons. Oh, he's got his key card. Still using key cards in the future.
Right.
No retinal scans, no thumbprints.
Right.
No voice recognition.
No,
Key
like,
cards.
yeah, phone swipe.
Yeah, no Apple Pay.
Right. That was straight up a combination lock.
It was.
That was absolutely a combination lock.
No anachronisms here. Yeah,
Dude, that's...
with a red light on it.
Yeah, someone put in a red light on a combination lock.
I'm glad to see you're on my side.
Oh, no.
Oh, Star Wars anybody? Star Wars anybody?
Look at that.
The Independence Day? Anyone that came... Independence Day came out the year before this?
Orange highlights, blue shadows. Man.
Perfectly even lighting throughout. He's got like his own YouTube channel in the future.
Yep.
That's pretty much what it is, isn't
He's
it?
a vlogger. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Casey Neistat of 2400 or whatever.
Oh, Casey Neistat. That'll be the headline to this video. We talk about Casey Neistat. And it'll get 1 million views because of it. He's got a rock from the cave wall. I
Yep.
mean, the pyramid wall.
Don't drop that shit.
Don't drop that yellow cake. Is she dying like E.T. and every other thing we care about in a movie that dies?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Mila, phone home. I'm not finished yet. I've got like 10 more Resident Evil movies.
Plus that terrible Ultraviolet movie.
Yeah. My hair's gonna be a different color than that, I promise.
I think in that one her hair color changes by the scene.
Well, that's cool, actually. I think I remember that, yeah.
Woo!
All right. Champagne for everyone.
Yeah, especially pipe guys.
Some of this oddly reminds me of Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Yes.
So-
Oh my god, I could totally see that.
A lot of this kind of very similar in visually, goofy wise, costume wise.
Look at those dudes spinning.
They're still just spinning around, huh?
Yeah.
They gotta take a Dramamine.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'd be
It's
great
just-
if the professor could, if the president could also get chocolate syrup to ooze out of people's heads.
Oh, he just... Oh, snap.
Yeah, Ian Holm in the background, like, I told you. I told you.
That sounded very scientific.
There's an hour and 57 minutes left of this movie, Harry.
Oh, Jesus.
It's all in real time from here on out. Oh, boy.
Mila Jovovich. Water.
Water.
Uh-oh. She's watching the History Channel.
Why don't they just put that war, huh? Good God.
What is it good for? And then
What is
have
it
Jackie
good for?
Chan
Yeah.
show up and be like, let's go make Rush Hour,
Right.
Chris Tucker. It's not Jackie Chan.
Look at that acting, man.
Hard acting, man. She is shoving all of the acting into the camera right now.
Right. Well, when you don't have Ricardo Montalban on the screen, you got to do something.
Ricardo Montalban.
Because if you have him on the screen, then nobody's going to be out acting him. That's the most acting per person.
I just saw a screening of Star Trek 4 and Star Trek 6 at the Egyptian, and the director of Star Trek 2 and 6 was there talking about Ricardo Montalban on set and his acting.
Wow.
And how he was on 10 when he first got on set, marching around on 10, shouting, screaming his lines, to the point where he had to take Ricardo Montalban back to the trailer and say, listen, when you start on 10, you have nowhere to go. And Ricardo Montalban replied,
no, this acting goes to 11.
And Ricardo Montalban graciously said, oh, you're going to direct me.
Wow,
And
that's
then-
almost better.
And then he launched into stories of old Hollywood and all the directors he worked with, and was happy for the advice because he wanted to perform well. in the
Yeah.
movie.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The DJ business.
Oh.
You want to see I'm DJing tonight over at the club. You should come down, check me out. I'm gonna be spinning tonight.
Have you ever seen any of Tom Segura's? It's funny.
There's always these shots where everybody's like huddled together, mugging at each other and the camera repeatedly, and that's a directorial choice
Yep.
that I just don't like.
That's what made that Journey Separate Ways video so awesome. That's like the
best
pinnacle of
video.
like getting a bunch of dudes together to look tough by having them huddled together as much as possible in a giant space.
And tap their feet.
Yeah.
And also,
And snap their fingers together.
my favorite part of that video, definitively,
Is the part where he looks forward with the camera and then looks left to meet the camera and looks right to meet the camera?
No. My favorite part of the video is when the camera pans across the band and they each have a moment and the keyboard player runs his hands across the key and hits the camera in the face. All the keys down the piano,
Awesome.
on the keyboard, right into the camera's face.
Oh, it's too late.
3 minutes. We're all wearing these rubber outfits. It's so hot on stage. It's so hot on set today. It's ancient technology. It's all made of rocks.
Oh.
Corbin.
Come, my man.
Corbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always wondering with this. Well, when we get to it.
Oh, magical.
Wait, leave it for later in the movie. There you go.
So you blow on it? Because it's wind?
Yep.
Oh.
You play slap.
What are they going to pee on
you
the
play
water one?
slap bass on it.
You play
'cause
slap.
yeah.
You play funk. You got to play the bass line
Yeah.
for...
Oh, he had the easy one. Earth is the easy one.
water.
Yeah.
Look at these 90s
There,
effects.
we need the September block.
Oh my gosh. My gosh. Oh my god. This guy's voice.
It's so perfect. Look, see with the foreshadowing before of him fotzing around with the matches.
Yes, I did.
Why
do see
would
that.
you do a match like that?
Drama.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
Why you gotta
Those
do a match
are
like that, bro?
supplies. Fire, fire, fire.
Oh, look at that. That's a weird eye line in that shot. Just staring into the middle foreground.
Yeah. Protect life.
This is reminiscent of his speech. I don't know, his Bruce Willis' acting style right now is reminding me of his scene in Die Hard when he's talking to Holly, or talking to the cop about his wife, and how he wants the cop to apologize to his wife for him. It's a very powerful Bruce Willis acting scene.
Yeah. Listen, he's got practice at this stuff. Practice with a handlebar mustache and 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys. I have mixed feelings about 12 Monkeys. I like it,
Oh, dude.
but I have mixed feelings that tonally it's kind of that stretch of movies too.
Yeah.
That time. Similar to this in some ways. In some ways. Just it's probably the Bruce Willis ways and the wide angle lens ways.
There's a lot of wide angle lens in both movies.
Yeah.
Everything Terry Gilliam's all like super wide angle.
Yeah. Did you ever see Brazil?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was talking about the dudes with all the hoses in their helmets before being from Brazil.
Oh. Or Star Trek Insurrection.
Those, like, why do people at a desk job need hoses? And yes, I guess this is the climatic scene, but,
Yeah.
Look at that. Simon Says,
Simon says, "Oh, blow up the Death Star." Oh,
Make
Death
him
Star
go,
destroyed.
Those effects have not held up.
No. I was reminded of Stargate there. Also, it looked like stock footage for like
Kind
half a
of.
second.
Yeah.
Because they were like, something filmed outside. Let's just get stock footage.
Right. We're just going to add a giant Rick and Morty head to it anyway.
Show me what you got.
Why the hoses? Unless you're going to hook them up to the wall like in Brazil.
Nothing goes on. People just get dressed up in their nice, neat outfits, and they go to nice, neat places where there's no paper strewn about.
Dude.
There's nothing lived in.
Dude, that line is great from Chris Tucker.
What was it? I missed it.
Or he's like just completely incensed about the whole thing. It's like every
About the
5
whole
minutes
movie,
it's something
like me.
else.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Me and Chris Tucker are in the same movie. Same mood about this movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we put them back in the bank chute.
Oh, did they just...
Corbin.
Perfect. Corbin. He's going to pass out. He's going to faint. Was his direction just, we need to make this last
5
awkwardly
minutes.
long? Can you just keep acting for longer? About... He's looking at the phone like it smells bad.
Right. See, look at that. Hot potato with the phone.
A tiny
That'll be a good
lightsaber.
laugh track.
Yeah. This music.
Going in.
Oh, they're doing it inside
Yeah.
the tank?
It's like the room.
Inside the rejuvenation tank?
Yeah, inside the room.
In the room.
Oh,
The awkwardly
freeze
long.
frame and fade out.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Here, well, My assessment, I still don't like the movie, although I don't think I hate it. I don't think I can hate it. I think watching it again, there was enough to appreciate about it, but I still don't like it for many of the same reasons.
What's the issue?
I think I illustrated. I think, it just might be my personal reaction to certain things that certain behaviors that people have that irk me. And I feel like Luc Besson is very heavy on those behaviors and what he recommends his actors do or what he decides to cut into his movies.
It's very true that this movie is super campy, has some very annoying characters, but that's part of the design.
But to me, if Jar Jar Binks was the only thing that was terrible about Star Wars, of Star Wars Phantom Menace, it still would be like kind of hard to like that movie. I mean, I'd have to imagine a better Star Wars, I guess.
Yeah, true.
But there's just so many Jar Jar Binks things in this movie for me. There's
not just that alien singer.
No, not just the alien singer. Chris Tucker's is like a Jar Jar Binks vibe.
Yeah,
when he
that's
shows
true.
Up, I'm like, this just feels awkward.
That
not
is
right.
very true.
And I think what they're trying to go for there is the genie in Aladdin. I think when he shows up in the beginning,
And he does his like kind of sway back and forth when he's walking.
Yeah,
I could see that. Definitely influenced by that, at least.
Yeah, and it's a valiant effort, but I just think it misses. I think it's just the directing, acting choices, and the editing in those particular scenes with Chris Tucker that just feel off-putting to me. It just keeps pushing me out of the movie. As much as it's like I'm willing to try to receive the movie, it's pushing back at me.
It's a lot, yeah. Fair enough. But it's so fun and campy.
Yeah. I guess the goal was to try to cure me of my hatred of this movie. And
so we both love Kubrick movies. The campy parts of A Clockwork Orange.
There are many.
Yeah.
Though I think the movie as a whole, there are some parts of that movie that do stick out at me that are bizarre. Because Stanley Kubrick tends to have a moment always in each one of his films where a character starts to sort of spaz out, where they look into their eyes sort of roll back into their head and their face shakes and their mouth hangs open.
Right.
And that's in The Shining. That's in that movie. That's in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Private Pile. But they do sort of go, you're like, uh-oh. Like, this is like really pushing the edge of... But I think I've learned to appreciate and look for it after a certain point. Where I'm like, where's going to be that scene where someone's eyes are rolling back in their head and their mouth is hanging open? It's kind of like David Cronenberg has those moments where there's always a quick shot of something very violent and disturbing.
Right. But like in A Clockwork Orange, the scene where Alex is like woken up or is sort of interrupted by the neighbor who's super creepy.
I haven't seen it.
It's very campy.
I haven't seen it.
It's super campy.
Yeah,
but the guy's like just a creep.
I think the camp works though, especially the singing in the rain scene.
Yeah.
The singing in the rain scene is probably one of the most memorable scenes in movies.
Right.
Besides singing in the rain in Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, I got to agree with Anderson from the Film Vault on this one that, yeah, Singing in the Rain for me now has become A Clockwork Orange first, but I've seen that movie more often.
I think, though, Luc Besson he has too many quirks about his movies that combined, they're just too concentrated in his movies for me to tolerate. And if that's your kind of thing...
So he's the Wes Anderson of Luc Besson movies.
Yeah. And if you find Wes Anderson charming, you will like his movies. If you find mugging for the camera and cross-eyed feints charming, You will like. And
This
Jerry
movie
Lewis.
did have more cross-eyed feints than I was anticipating.
It had those moments, and those are what stuck out in my mind.
Fair enough.
So that's what I remember of this movie, and it really just kind of validated that memory. Just confirmed that memory.
So we're going to have to figure out what the next movie should be
Yes.
to comment over.
We did mention one earlier. There was one. I think there was one during this actual sort of podcast, if you will.
Yeah, we'll have to look through it.
Yeah, there was but there will be another commentary track coming at you.
Right.
From Aristotle Full Throttle. My special guest today was, and then you say your name.
Not Aristotle Full Throttle.
I think we've successfully cured my hatred of.
See, it's not bad.
It's a mini victory. I can't hate the movie. The movie does irk the heck out of me, though.
After knowing Ari for 13 years at this point, it's nice.
Right. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
I hate to admit it. I can't hate it, but I do. It does irk the heck out of me. I must say.
That's fair enough.
Well, I've been your bro, in the know with the fro, and I'll see you later.
All right. Chris out. See you later.
So, guys, let me know what you thought of this commentary track in the comments below. If you like this video, well then like the video. Subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, turn on notifications, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Good night.